everyone, BriDaJedi here, and welcome back to another Animal Crossing video. I think my wife's favorite game is Animal Crossing. Also, I probably could say it on any of these videos that I've been recording, but thank you so much for the new subscribers and the new views. Seriously, it was crazy watching, what do you call it, like the increase, because I want to say I noticed I was in like the 220s, 230s, just like somewhere in the middle of March, or like beginning of March, and then all of a sudden from then to like, as it says right now, April 3rd, so within a month, I've gained like 30 or 40 subscribers, which, no, I think the exact number when I looked at the social media was like 42 in 30 days, so like that's a lot. Normally I always get trickles, like one every couple of like months or weeks, and sometimes there's an influx. But so anyway, new update came. They added Mario stuff. We did have things a little differently, but yeah, let me check my mail. So that drives me crazy too. Kyle. Yep, thank you. And I keep getting more coins because I just like having all the coins to walk through, and I like the noise. Yes, I'll check to see what my mom did in a sec. And I don't think I had KK Folks, that's why I bought it. Cherry Blossom Petals, that's right, it's that time of the year. Choo. Coin. 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 Folk. Mom's tissue box. Yeah, thanks. Also, and anyone that played the original one, I'm sure you can know what this will do. And last but not least here. Okay. Just really a fun little update video. Things changed a bit. There was a table and chair, like stool stuff here. That's gone. We kind of opted for changing things after the it's freaking eggs. So this area used to have the presents from like Christmas. But literally for a short time, like maybe like 3 weeks worth, we had the Mario stuff that was up there. So like the floating blocks I had up here, and then I had like a thwomp and the other things here. So it was a cute little area for things. But that went back to where it was. Let's hop in this. Ooh. Oh, that's an egg, but sure. I'm kind of literally over it for Easter for this game. Oops. I don't know, I just don't like the concept. The egg things are like, okay, cool. And when I was younger, I still did Easter stuff. And I don't mind Easter as a holiday, especially for what it, is supposed to represent. But yeah, in this one, the Bunny Day, it's just not worth it. There's too much of like the eggs everywhere. Like last year, it was horrible. You'd be like, oh man, that's a great fish. Oh, it's giving me some pushback, and yeah, it's frickin' egg. College cardigan. I might need it. I already have Kung Fu tees. Silk pants. Yeah, let's get some silk pants. Belly skirt, oversized Renaissance dress. And have one of those too. Fedora. Get your dancing shoes. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's where we're gonna end it. Let me test something real quick. Looking sharp, thank you. Oh, I didn't mean to wear it out. Oh well. God damn it. You know, screw it. We're gonna... No, not that. Eggs. Cool. I'll learn later. what I had for everything for March. Because I'm Port Irish. Yo, put it away. Damn, I didn't mean to change. That's what you get for not looking. Sweet. What's it look like? Cool. Makes it really hard to see the time. It is Saturday, but it's far too early for you, KK. Let's check this granny. You know what? I'm gonna grab it. I guess that's okay. Not interested. No, I really own everything. Well, not everything, but... Bye, Timmy and Tommy. Come on. There we go. So, dare I say, my wife's money tree forest looks amazing with all the cherry blossom stuff. Oh, yo, Pierce. Hashtag Beat Boys, you doing good? What's the latest? Just keeping up the peace on Zoardo. Keep the triple jogs. One thing I would wish for this, even though I know it's not easy, I've never done. Oh, that's right, the pipe. Let's see. So they added the pipes now, so you can put them anywhere and you'll teleport. I put four? Yeah, 4 or 5 on the island. So let's see where it leads me. Wow, right by my house. It's like it knew I wanted to get changed. Alright, right behind the pizza ovens. Right. Oh, we get to try out KK Folk and see how that works then. I was pretty sure I didn't have it. Yeah, I'm not changing this. Folk. Japanese folk, yeah. You know, winter's over, but that's why I kept the steppe, but... Yeah, let's go back to a classic. Scott is pretty nice. Honestly, sounds like a Mario Kart theme. Keep rocking. What's the next thing? Oh, that's right. There was an April video. I did not watch it yet. Ooh, I gotta find a spot for that. I'll throw that. More storage. That's useless. And the coins. Alright, so let's change out of this. Oh no, my puppy. I've ruined the synchronicity. Wag. Did I get that exact? Oh, I did. Oh, that's really good. Go me. Jotaro. Yo, I freaking got it. That's not what I wanted. I freaking love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Also, come at me. JoJo's is just such a great. Let's get changed. JoJo's is such a great show. Yeah, we're keeping that stuff. Let's start from the bottom. I always start from the top down. I'm gonna get the Mario hat though. We get some high tops. Let's get some Sora shoes. I have basketball shoes. Yeah, there we go. Let's get some red. Let's get some red. Oh yeah, it can match my hat. That's good. The bag I'll take off for you. Ooh, I could do a whole outfit. Alright, tiny uniform. When the fuck did I get this? Anyway. Kimono. Festival. As fun as it is now. Honestly, this looks like I lost in a game of paintball. Yeah, I'm so indecisive. I don't know what to wear. It could be monk. Ooh, what if I chose gladiator sandals? Get rid of these socks. Yeah. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I can pull that. That looks cute. Yeah, let's do that. I love my little, like, wings. Yeah, I have, like, way too many points just building up. Because for a while, it was that we used them to try to go to other islands to get Tarantula Island. And then when that started changing for how they operated that, it's like, alright, well, yeah, that's not fun. And we tried to do Shark Island, and that was just like, the 2% chance or whatever it is, it's almost not even worth it. You know, to a certain extent. It's... Anyway, as I was saying, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is, you know what, I think I mentioned this before. I started making a top 100 anime for myself. You know, since I've made it, because I made it in the beginning of March, so literally pretty much exactly a month ago. I've seen like 3 or 4 really good ones that definitely switch off for it. Like, for instance, I saw BHA? The Netflix one with, or it's almost like Zootopia, but anime sort of. That was actually like really good. I really enjoyed myself. I thought it was interesting. I liked the characters. It was cool. Probably towards a lower spot, like in the lower, 100 or, like 99, like, somewhere in the, probably in the 90s or 80s, but I still think. What I did for this one, though, was I worked my way backwards. So, fuck it, let's just take a pipe, see what happens. I worked my way backwards, so I was like, all right, my top 10. I started when I was just adding anime basically. So I was like, all right, here's this one, here's that one, and I knew which ones were gonna be like within the top 10 sort of. So I just threw those in, and I'm like, all right, cool, throw that in, and then now top 20, and then rearrange and move around. And it's like, all right, I did top 20, and I gotta do 30, 40. Because something within the 20s or 30s might wind up making its way toward the the 10s or the teens to get there. But JoJo, I think I have it either 1 or 2. Like, it is, I really hold it in high regard. And while me and my wife are still in Stardust Crusaders, we're not even halfway through Stardust, but we're almost. I think she sees why I like it, but it's really great. So part 1 can be boring. This goes out to my younger sister-in-law there, Michelle, Cheche. It can be boring, and I get that. But you know what? I've sat through way worse anime that are way more boring. At least JoJo has the, like, fun, eccentric personalities, and, like, even Hamon. While some people think Hamon shouldn't have left, I see you over there. How you doing? I'll check. Oh, there's a giant fire at your house. I know you forgot it. Yeah, the Hamon battle system is still very interesting. It's cool, but I feel like there wasn't too much to go for power scale wise. It's kind of like how in Dragon Ball, there's the power creep dilemma where it's cool, where it's really just an issue of you have to keep outdoing yourself. And I feel with Hamon, it was the same thing. What? Well, I won't get ahead of myself yet. But for Big Bad for part 2, you're like, well, where do we go from there with Hamon? You know. So that's why I feel like what they do with 3, 4, 5, and I'm only reading 6 so far, so I don't know everything that happens. But I did play Eyes of Heaven, so I guess I know some things. But where should I put these coins? Oh, let's open this shit, I guess. Oh, that's right. I was gonna put this in my house. I forgot to. Alright, yeah. Sorry, I have a weird need for this stuff. I'll have the bottom row always gonna like put my storage, and then that like the top row is always my tools. I leave always those 10. So whether I want to use any of these tools, go diving, or change my outfit, boom, it's all there. Alright, so let's learn. Oh, we learned the thing. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Well, you shouldn't film after eating. That's nice. Anyway. Anyway. Okay. It would kind of be fun. Let me see how it looks. Yeah, so part 1 can be boring, but I feel like the characters are interesting. And even just like, even if episode 1 seems a little like, I feel like with episode 2, with that little time skip, like it was like a 10-year time skip, I feel like that actually makes it pretty fascinating. Because it shows what you've seen for Jonathan and Dio the past, you know, how they were in 1, just to see how it is in 2, where they're all buddy-buddy. Plus episode 1 gives the you thought it was that, but it was me, Dio. That's where, like, you know, you get that one. Although I think in the dub, it was I, like, you know, but hey, still great. Alright, so that takes care of that. Let's add that bunny thing to my house. JoJo. So yeah, part 1, and kind of sad, but if you think about it, for an arc-wise, being only 9 episodes is, like, crazy. Think of Naruto or Dragon Ball with a lot of the arcs. Well, with Dragon Ball, you kind of almost have to break them down. Like, you could say, like, alright, Saiyan Saga, Frieza Saga, Cell Saga, Buu Saga. Boom, 4, and you could separate it how, obviously, it needs to be. But then they have the little ones in between. Like, it's not just Buu Saga. There's the Great Saiyaman arc. There's the World Tournament arc. You know, they break it up. It's not just the Raditz arc, and then, you know, the actual rest, like the Vegeta arc. And then there's the Namek arc, and then the Ginyu arc, and then you know what I mean? So, the androids, you know, and Cell. So, I feel like Dragon Ball breaks it up because there's so much. Ooh, where can I put this? I have the first anniversary cake, by the way. Nice, they did that. You know, it's not Christmas anymore. I guess I'll get rid of it. It's not going to be Easter for long. It's almost Easter. But we'll place that there. Adorable! Alright, we'll leave that there. Storage. 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 How full is my storage? Oh, I am just barely over halfway. Yeah, we are good. Okay. Where are my eggs at? Leaf eggs, Jesus, water. Well. Yeah, Earth is definitely taking the lead there. Alright, well, that takes care of that. But yeah, so part 1's only 9. And then basically, even though there's like a, what is it, like a 50? Yeah, like a 50-year time skip. I forget exactly when the one ends. I thought it was the 1890s, but then there's a time skip. And Joseph immediately is the big contender there. Because everybody always says Joseph is my favorite. Even if they realize some of the stuff that happens later, they may not like Joseph, they're still like, part 2 Joseph, best one. And you know, for a while, I did think that. But then I watched the other parts. Part 2 Joseph is introduced in such a way, because not only is it endearing that the reason you're introduced to him and what he does is for a good cause, for, you know, like some racist cops in the 1930s or 40s, I forget what it was. but it gives you a good thing, and he is so funny in that. The whole next you'll say thing, and him being a smarmy, like smart asshole. It's great. It's really fun, and part 2 is really enjoyable for that. I find it does drag sometimes, but it's still really enjoyable. But now when it hits part 3, part 3 gets you like 40 years later. You're in the 80s, and it's introduced with stands. Now stands replaced Hamon, which I think was great because I found I could rewatch some stand battles and still be really excited. When it comes to, good bathroom poo-poo talk. We'll just sit down and talk for a bit. Controls are down. Part 2 and part 1, I feel like some of the battles can be boring. Part 1, you may have some emotional moments, like the stuff at the mansion was episode 3, or even the final thing on the boat in 9. But it's great. But with 2, or overall, I feel like it's boring to rewatch some fights. I'd say the only thing that saved it was my commentary. And it's not to toot my own horn or to be egotistical, but it's that since I've seen them, I've seen most things. Here's the rundown. I see most anime episodes at least twice. I always see at least once in subtitle and once in English. Not for every anime, for like every episode, but at least 1 to, let's say, 5 episodes I'll see in Japanese, even if I watch it in dub. Because it's like, I'm curious what it sounds like, and let me see it. But yeah, when it comes to JoJo and Dragon Ball are probably the 2 that I've seen the most in Japanese and English for. Because I saw a lot of GT in Japanese when I had no idea what was going on, but I was just a kid in the 90s, like, I gotta have more Dragon Ball. And Super, I watched the entirety of it in Japanese first, and then in English. But once again, rewatched episodes, because it was really awesome. Dragon Ball, I've only seen a couple episodes sub because it was just like funny bits. But when I was a kid in English, and then Ziggy in English. But JoJo, I knew how great both the dub and the sub were. So I've seen actually 1 through 9 subbed and dubbed. 2, I've only seen a few episodes here and there of each back and forth, and then kind of goes that way. But a lot of the latter part of 3. was subbed because Dio. Oh god, Dio. But and I'm not going past part 3 because my wife watches these and I don't want her to get spoiled. Part 3 is so fascinating because the stands is such a good power system. And I know people like Nuxtaku and other people may say like Hunter x Hunter's the best one, or even Pokemon. Well, I'll correct that. Pokemon manga has the best power system. I think JoJo does, because ultimately JoJo is still, it's not like Pokemon where you're like, oh, I have a Squirtle and he has a Charmander, I'm probably going to win because of that, even though the video games and even the freaking anime will prove like, oh no, you could do other things, and in the game you could just kind of overpower them. That's what I used to do. I still do that. But with JoJo, and since I'm only going to go to what she's watched, when you have somebody like Polnareff, who is Silver Chariot, so it's like a sword stand type thing, and then you have someone like Avdol, who is Magician's Red, which is, like fire. When they're fighting, you'd be like, oh, they're just the side characters. They're probably going to lose until Jotaro or somebody else comes in and saves them. But no. In a lot of these instances, when they're fighting something, maybe somebody else will assist. But unlike Dragon Ball or Naruto or some of these other ones, the side characters get the job done. That doesn't really happen with part 1 and 2 for JoJo, but parts 3, 4, and 5, 5 especially. How Polnareff can get trapped in that bed in that hotel room. Spoiler for like episode, I don't know, like 8? I don't know. But it was such a good use to explain the stand powers. Hold on, sorry. Sorry, I drink water. It's such a great way that anyone can be anybody. Granted, when you get to some big boss people, you'd be like, oh, only the main guy can take care of that. Which, yeah, just like most things. Like, you're not going to have Yamcha fighting, like, Frieza or Boo, But you'd have, like, at least in the equivalent of JoJo, if Dragon Ball did like that, you'd have Vegeta actually getting a win. Like, not, oh, he beat Moro and then this and that and helped him with Moro or blah, blah, blah. No. Like, actual victories. Something like Gohan. That's I mean, Jotaro kind of got the Gohan treatment later on, but not exactly. But JoJo's amazing. Have I just sat here talking about JoJo for a while? I think I have. You know what? This episode's the JoJo episode. Not really. Even only like half of it was JoJo related. Anyway, that's it for this one. I'll probably do another one after some more updates. Ah, thank you. Gotta wash my hands. Okay. Good. Alright, well, thank you for listening to me rant. I just love JoJo's. I have the first 2 Blu-ray sets. The third one suddenly disappeared from Amazon, unless I want to pay like $200 or $300, which I don't. So I gotta find that part 3. I want the limited edition, by the way, just like I do for the other ones. Alright, well anyway. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see everybody in the next one. Bye-bye.